do you do it that way? The problem with the why is that we become defensive when someone asks you why. Why did you, I don't know, I just cut my hair a couple of months ago. Why did you cut your hair? And people just want to be, just are curious. So probably if you're a C, instead of asking why, change it to what made you cut your hair? How did you make the decision to cut your hair? How did you make the decision to do that? What was the process involved instead of why did you do it that way? Avoid the why because of what is involved for the other person. Becoming defensive with the why. If you have a C individual, either if it is your spouse, your child, your co-worker, your manager, they will be asking for facts and details. So I'm going to share the screen for the C. People with a C style place emphasis on working conscientiously within existing circumstances to ensure quality and accuracy. A person with a C style is motivated by opportunities to gain knowledge, showing their expertise and quality work. They prioritize ensuring accuracy, maintaining stability, and challenging assumptions. A C is described as careful, cautious, systematic, diplomatic, accurate, and tactful. But they may be limited by being overcritical, overanalyzing, and they tend to be introverts, and so they could be isolating themselves. It's not like the I is enthusiastic, they want relationships. The S, they also want relationships, but in a more quiet way. The C is like, I don't need to have contact with other people. Why do I need to have friends in the office, for example? I don't need friends to do my job. A C, because they find those opportunities for learning. They are like long life learners. They are always reading articles. They are always watching documentaries. So they are very well informed. They watch the news. They read the paper. They know what is happening in the world because they don't want to be wrong. They fear criticism. They value quality and accuracy. Their goals, similar to the D, unique accomplishments, correctness, stability, predictable accomplishments, and personal growth. But they need to expend more energy to let go of and delegate tasks. They might give you a task, but if you don't do it the way they want you to do it, they might do it again. And if you're a C, if you find yourself completing a task or not really trusting others, you need to learn to delegate tasks and trust others in the process. Also, the C need to compromise for the good of the team. Because the C is knowledgeable, they have the facts, they have the details, they are very logical, they make decisions based on facts and details and stats, not based on feelings. They are not subjective. Sometimes they don't want to, they have an opinion and they don't want to change the opinion to adapt to the rest of the team. So they need to learn how to compromise. Even if they are not right, okay, this time, I know I'm right, but I'm going to compromise. They also need to join celebrations, social events, work gatherings to avoid isolation. They need to learn how to make quick decisions because they are always, it's like, okay, I'm going to make a decision. What are my pros? What are my cons? And they deliberate for hours and hours until they are able to make a decision. So they need to learn how to be more quickly about it. If you're communicating with a C individual, focus on facts and details, minimize pep talk or emotional language. Just go to the facts and details. With the I, yeah, sure, you share your feelings and emotions. With the S as well, you could share your feelings and emotions, but not with the C. The C, they don't care how you feel. They just want to know the logic, the facts, the data. Be patient with them because they have many questions. Be persistent and be diplomatic with a C. These are some famous people who are Ds, who are Is, S's, and C's. So if you see the list of the D, who doesn't know this person, right? Donald Trump is a strong D. The I, you will see that the I, these are celebrities who are more friendly, who are probably in comedy, like Robin Williams, who are more like in talk shows, people who like to talk more with others. With the S, they like people, but they are more calm in their behaviors. And the C, writers, investors, we have Bill Gates here. Comments. I've been talking a lot. What comments do you have?
It's really understand what kind of people are working in an organization. So how to handle them, how to work with them.
Yes.
We get a good idea about that.
Okay, so now let's make a guess about each of you, each of your styles. Ash, do you have an idea about what your style is?
I'm going to guess I'm probably an S, maybe leaning a little bit towards D, but probably mostly S.
Mostly S. Okay, thank you. Alicia.
Oh.
Make a guess. Your style.
The last one.
A C. Okay. Muffy, make a guess about yourself.
S or I.
And Tilavan.
I think S or C. I'm confused like which one.
S or C?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Let me see if I can share with you your report here in the... Let me see, okay? Sometimes I'm able to share. Yeah. Alicia, I sent you your report in the chat. Did you receive it?
In the chat?
Yeah, in the chat. You will have to save it in your device.
Okay.
Ash, I sent you your report.
Okay, I see it now.
Yep, I got mine too.
Yeah, you got Mofid. I sent it to you.
I got.
You got it. Save it. And Tilban, I sent your report as well in the chat.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, this is accurate.
So Anissa said she could be a C, but you are actually a very strong I, a very strong influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ash, you said S or D, and you are a C individual.
Looks like I was totally off.
I have here Sylvan. You said S or C. And yes, you're an S. And Sylvan said he was an S or a C. And actually, Sylvan is a DIC.
You mean Moffitt or me?
No, Moffitt. Sorry, Moffitt. You are you said S or I, and you are a DIC.
DIC.
DIC. Yes. Let me. I'm going to show you the reports. Here. Trying to find my report. Let me see if I find my report here. I'm going to share screen to share how the report looks. Okay, so if you go to page 2, section 1 is entirely devoted to you and your unique behavioral style based on your responses to this classic. First, you will see your graph, the basis of your feedback. Then in stage 1, you will learn about your highest DiSC dimension and your tendencies. Your tendencies are the words you chose. Also, you will learn about your needs, your preferred environment, and strategies for effectiveness. In stage 2, you will be able to explore your intensity index to become more aware of your potential strengths and weaknesses. Then in section 2 covers the DiSC model and descriptions of the 4 dimensions. Section 3 overviews all classical profile patterns. I will explain that later. And section 4 provides scoring data. In page 3, you will see your graphic. Some of you have like a DS, or a DiSC or DIC. In my case, I'm like my graphic is similar to Alicia. I'm a strong I. And then you see this shaded area. Everything that is below the shaded area are your areas of improvement. So meaning that I'm a very strong I, and I need to develop more D, S, and C qualities. Everyone, based on how your graphic looks, will get a pattern. There are 15 different patterns based on the graphic. I'm a promoter. Alicia is a promoter as well because her graphic looks like a very strong I. And the other 3 styles are in or below the shaded area. Then in page number 4, you are going to read about your style, about yourself based on your results. In the next page, you will see all the tendencies, all the words you chose. Some are strengths and some are areas of improvement. For example, for the D, I chose self-reliant, calculated risk-taker, self-critical, unassuming, self-effacing, realistic, and weighs pros and cons. This is what I chose from the D. This is what I chose from the I, from the S, and from the C. When you go to the next few pages, you check the D. The next page will be explanations of the words that indicate your level of intensity for each dimension. For example, I chose self-reliant. Embracing this trait requires an affinity for independent thinking and a fondness for going it along when necessary. These habits can produce effective solutions and hone leadership skills. On the other hand, excessive self-reliance can undo a team's bond and wreck camaraderie. You are going to see definitions for each word. What I like about this is that you are building your vocabulary for your interviews. We're going to do interviews next week. We're going to learn about interview skills. And one of the most common questions is, what are your strengths? Or what is your major strength? Or what are your weaknesses? What is your major weakness? And sometimes we don't know how to answer those questions. Now you will be learning a little bit more about yourself and how to sell your skills and your experience to employers. The next few pages, page 6, 7, 8, and 9, will be for each of the styles. This one is the dimension, the I dimension, the S dimension, and the C dimension. The page number 10, it will be about your pattern. Based on your patterns, you're going to read about your motivators at work. In stage 3, you will learn about your work habits. How do you behave at work? And in page 12, you will learn about areas of improvement, insights. Like in my case, time management can be sometimes a significant challenge. Yeah, I know. Why? Because I talk too much. The following pages, 13 and over, it's about all the several styles. For each of the styles, you will see the description, tendencies, what they need to improve, how do they see the environment, how they become more effective. Don't mind too much about the rest. What I would like you to do today is to learn about page number 4, 5, 6, 7, until 10, when it's talking only about you. Take a short break right now. You already had some lunch. Take a break. Review your report. Read your report today. Tomorrow before class, also read your report, because the next couple of days, we're going to be talking about your motivators, your strengths, your areas of improvement. And it is important that you get familiar with your report to find the information. Any surprises about your styles?
No, it's kind of predictable.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed I was a C.
It's a surprise for everyone, I believe.
When you read page number 4, you might be like, oh yes, actually I'm more like this. But remember, everything was based on your answers. Any questions or comments about what you're going to do with the
Moffitt
report?
is a D.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You say we leave at 1. We're not coming back, right?
No, we're not coming back. We are done
Tomorrow
for the
we are
day
coming
until
back.
tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
So
Yes.
Moffitt will be a boss, so don't worry.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so just read your reports,
Mm-hmm.
make some notes. If you have a printer, print your report. If you don't have a printer, but you have a library
I'm a
close
sound
by, I think it's about 10 cents per page. Less than $3, you can go to the library and print a report. And if you get a highlighter, it's going to be much better for you to read it because it's a very long report.
Okay.
Yes, if possible, print it out today. If there is no way, just keep it on your desktop or somewhere that you will find it easily, because we're going to be working with your reports this week.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for today, everyone. Very nice
Most welcome.
meeting you.
Thank
And
you.
I
nice.
hope your cameras work for tomorrow.
I think so.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Take care. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
afternoon. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.